Hi everybody, it is Dory. Hope it's not too bright in here. Let me put the curtain down. There, maybe that's a little better. Anyway, hi. It has been one of those days, one of those last week. Anyhow, so welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dory. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery back in September of 2016. My highest recorded weight was 350 pounds. My surgery was 300.5 pounds. And let's see, my lowest recorded weight since surgery has been 169.6. I have had a gain. I went up to, it was like 182 maybe, 181, maybe even 184. I don't even remember. But anyways, I think last week I came to you at 181. I should have went back and reviewed my video. That's what I usually do. But anyways, so this morning I weighed and I'm still 181.0. Which is a little disheartening because the last couple of days I have totally done really well. I know it's only been a couple of days, but still something, a pound. I have been getting 100 ounces of water. I have been getting 20 or less net carbs per day. I have been getting high protein, over 100 grams, close to 100 grams of fat. Some days I have lower fat. Some days I have maybe like 75 grams of fat. Some I have 100. But I've definitely been doing what I feel like is back on track, what is usually good for my body. So it's a little disheartening that I stepped on the scale. It was 181.0. Now I am starting Jess's challenge. I've joined into the it's at Watch Kitty Shrink. Just started a thing starting today through the end of the year. It goes weekly and it's how much we are aiming to be by this time next week. So I am starting out at 181. I am hoping to be 178 by next Monday. I don't know how to do the chart that she has though. She has this really cool graphic. I'm gonna have to try to play around with it, tinker around with it. Maybe I can somehow figure it out. If you guys know how to do that on Instagram, I don't know if I can just take a screenshot of it and then maybe erase her stuff out. I don't know. Maybe there's one I can find myself, but in any event, I have joined on that challenge. So I weighed 181 this morning. I went to the gym. I had a little bit of a workout. I didn't whatever that word is, you guys know what I'm talking about. I did not overdo it at the gym today. A, it's Monday, but B, yesterday I woke up with vertigo. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, anybody is familiar with that, but I had vertigo. It wasn't as bad as previous times. I usually get it maybe once a year. And I know when it happened. It was during the night. My daughter woke me up. She has a tendency to wake me up for like odd, not important things. And I jumped out of bed, and when I flipped over to get back into bed on my opposite side, I'm a side sleeper, I knew it. I knew I was going to be sick because I felt it. I felt the dizziness and all of that. And so I knew waking up Sunday morning I would have that. It was like my equilibrium was off. And then even today, it's definitely in my sinuses. So it's something throwing off my inner ear, my sinuses, something to that effect. But in any event, I went to the gym today and I did work out, I don't know, 30 minutes on the treadmill, maybe 35. Yeah, I think it was 35 minutes on the treadmill. And that's it. The gym is starting to get a little bit more packed this time of the year. People are just jumping on the bandwagon and going. And so the rooms are filling up a little quicker than they would before. And so we didn't really have a lot of machines to work on. And because it was Monday and I just wasn't feeling all that great, we decided to leave. We is me and my good friend Lacey. Her husband is also in the military, and we go to church together. And so, yeah. And so we left, and then I came home. I have some cleaning to do, of course. The kids were off last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And for some reason, it feels like they've been off for a whole entire week. It doesn't even feel like it's only been 3 days. It feels like they've been off for a whole entire week. And so anyways, I'm just trying to get myself back into my routine because the weeks have not gone well. Last week, my 10-year-old was home 2 days from being sick. And then the previous week, she was home on Friday because she was sick. If you guys could pray for her, her voice is kind of going in and out. She has a really bad cough. She doesn't have a fever or anything anymore. It's just this lingering cough. I've tried Delsum. I've tried these homeopathic type cough drops. Just a whole bunch of stuff, and nothing has seemed to help. And the reason I'm asking for prayers is because she has a solo in her Christmas concert thing, choir for school. And she's singing a song called Remember Me, and it's very, very important to her that she sings it. And so she won out other children who have amazing voices, I'm sure, and they had to actually have them try out twice because the voices were so great. And she ended up winning, but because of the coughing and her voice going, every Monday, like today, she'll practice when she gets to school. And I keep saying choir, it's chorus. It's not choir. Choir's at our church. Chorus is in school. Anyways, and so her voice keeps going out. She gets a coughing fit. She got the postnasal drip going on. And so if you guys can just pray for her, she really wants to shoot this out of the ballpark. She loves to sing. It's one of her passions. And this time she's going to have her own microphone at the part of this concert. And so anyways, if you guys can just keep her in your thoughts and prayers, that would be great. Also, my husband is in week 6 of training at basic military training at Lackland and San Antonio. He starts week 6 today, but week 6 is very hard. Today, he is going to be having a bunch of inspections. He has a dorm inspection, locker inspection, both of his uniforms. He has ABUs, which are the like camouflage type print. And then, which the Air Force actually, their ABUs are like a digital kind of print. And then he has his military dress blues. So anyway, so he has that inspection and all that today, and he has to pass. And then Wednesday and Friday are the major days. It is a make or break it for any of them. They have to pass both days. So the Wednesday thing is they have been doing classes for the last few weeks, very intense classes. I don't know exactly what. I know some of the material, but in any event, they are taking their written exam, their final written exam Wednesday. They have to pass it. It's 100 questions. They have to get 70 right. My husband is always, he's amazing. He retains a lot of knowledge, so I'm not nervous about that test. I am, however, nervous about the Friday test. The Friday is their physical. It is their physical training exam. Basically, they have to finish the running portion, the sit-ups, the push-ups, the pull-ups, and you're timed how many you can do in a minute, and they have a standard. I want to say it's not a huge amount. He can definitely do it. It's the running portion that has got him going crazy. I think they have to do 1.5 miles in 11 minutes, 11.30 maybe. But in any event, it doesn't seem like that's a lot, but he is not a runner. It's just not, he's just never been a runner. And so if you guys can just keep him in your prayers as well for this week, because if he doesn't pass the Wednesday thing, the written exam, and the Friday thing for the PT, he gets washed back a week or so. And so that means he gets recycled, which means his week 6 will be repeated again next week, which means him graduating will also be a week later, which means he doesn't graduate with his flight that he had been, and he gets washed back a week, and which means again, I have to go and call the airline and change everything and change the hotel and let everybody know that we need to change our babysitters, and my kids are not on vacation for school. They're in school, so that's a whole nother ball game. So anyway, so if you guys can just keep him in your thoughts and prayers, that would be great. Speaking of traveling, I am traveling on Christmas Day. My plane takes off from Connecticut to San Antonio on Christmas afternoon. I'm leaving my house at 3 in the afternoon on Christmas Day, and I fly out of the airport in Connecticut at 5:05 p.m. and I arrive in San Antonio at 10:50 p.m. And then I'm going to I believe I'm taking an Uber to my hotel. And then I'll wake up in the morning. I have to check out by 11, but I don't really have anything planned that day. I may hang out if anybody's in San Antonio who wants to go grab something to eat. I may just go and explore myself. I don't know. But in any event, I am going to be around San Antonio the day after Christmas all day. And then that afternoon, I'm going to go on base and I'm going to check into my base hotel, which I have from Wednesday night to Saturday night, checking out on Sunday. So yeah, I'll see my husband on Thursday. I'll check in on Wednesday, kind of explore the base, kind of get my, where I need to be at. I know I have a spouse briefing at 7 a.m. So I'm going to make sure I know where the reception center is and where the BX is and where all this stuff is. And so, yeah, so that is the plan. I am very nervous. I do not like flying. I have not flown for about 12 years because my husband and I went on our honeymoon and we flew out to Puerto Rico. And so I'm trying to think. In the time before that I've traveled, I traveled alone. And that was the last time, which was over 20 years ago. No, not 20 years ago. Let me think. I went to West Palm Beach, Florida in 2003. I think it was 2003. Yeah, so that was the last time. So 15 years ago. Was the last time that I have flown alone. I think it's the alone part. It's, of course, I'm afraid of heights and I am claustrophobic. And so it's kind of crazy. Of course, not knowing where I'm going is nerve-wracking. Trying to get, from the airport to my hotel using an Uber. I am a little nervous. I can't lie. You hear about all these crazy lunatics who drive for Uber that take you to a secluded location, and so of course I can't get that out of my mind. Luckily, I used to drive for Uber, and I'm just gonna tell the Uber driver I carry a gun. Hey, whatever it takes to save my life, right? Right. So anyhow, yeah, so I got to get to the hotel. I think once I'm checked into the hotel, I'll feel much better, especially coming in a full day early. Because I don't have to worry about being somewhere on time on Wednesday. Wednesday is an open day. I just have to be out of the hotel at 11 and can't check into the base hotel till 4. So it's only a 5-hour time span. And like I said, I can meet up with people. There might be other wives who are coming in for the graduation too from a group I'm in on Facebook. We may meet up. And so whatever. I think I'm a little nervous also trying to figure out how I'm getting the car back on Sunday. I have to leave. My husband has until 6 p.m. curfew on Sunday, but I have to actually leave at 3 to be at the airport by 4 because my flight flies out at 5. And so I'm going to have to leave him 3 hours early, but then I have to bring Kristen back her car, I'm thinking, and then maybe she'll drop me off at the hotel, or maybe I should bring it to her on Saturday, and then I'll be at the hotel on base, and they'll shuttle me to the airport. I don't know. I haven't flown. I'm nervous. I did pay today. I paid $50 to have the airline check me in, so I don't have to worry about checking in and everything. They're gonna automatically check me in for both flights to there and home. So when they check me in, it's like an automatic check-in thing. They will send me my boarding pass to my phone, and I can have it on my texting, and I guess I can just, yeah, I guess I show it to them at the airport. I have my military ID, so that's all set. I can get on base. Yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you, if my husband wasn't there, if this wasn't my husband, I don't know that I'd be making all this trip. I'd be nervous. I guess it depends how much I love you. How much I love you. Speaking of my husband, I got I should have went and got it. I got his button in his dress blues. And then I also, maybe I'll try to edit it in. Maybe I'll try for the first time. Maybe I'll surprise myself. But I got pictures of him going to the BX with all the other flights that are in BMT. And they got their picture taken with Santa. And hubba. Anyways. So yeah, they came out really good. It's really nice. I haven't talked to him since last Tuesday. He earned a 6-minute phone call. But really, what can you do in 6 minutes? I mean, you have so much to talk about and you try to cram it all in 6 minutes. And believe you me, they timed that sucker. Because right at 6 minutes, they were telling him to hang up, and they hang up. And so I believe I'm not going to get a phone call until this Friday. So it'll be about a week and a half, a little bit more. I do have a letter coming today, which I cannot wait till the mailman comes and brings it. I have sent out between 2 and 4 letters every day. He said he gets swarmed with letters, and he absolutely loves it. He loves getting the letters. He loves hearing his name. He loves all the detail I put into my letters. Yesterday, I sent him song lyrics of a song that I sing a lot. It's called 1,000 Miles. So I sent him the song lyrics to that. Yeah, we're kind of sappy love people here. But anyway, so yeah, so that's really the update this week. He's doing great. We're doing great as a family. Definitely am budgeting our money. It feels really good to be free of, free of the debtors knocking my door down. I have paid off all our debt to date. We do have credit cards, but they're not high amounts or anything, and so I just pay those off. I try to pay 2 or 3 times per month onto the balance, so I don't really have a payment due. I just make a payment. And yeah, I'm budgeting for Christmas. We are not going overboard at all this year. It's going to be paid with cash on Thursday. When we get paid, I'm paying it off. Buying the things on Amazon. We definitely are not, we're not all about the debt anymore. Now that we have an income that is normal, we were living off such a measly income, and we were going without basic necessities, and now we don't have to worry about that. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so I'm just, we're doing well. Some days are sad that I miss him. Other days are fine. Some days when I have too much time and I'm not doing a lot of things, then I really miss him. Like today, I kind of really miss him. And I think it's because we haven't talked for a while. So hopefully the letter I get today will kind of give me some feedback onto what he's doing and all that. And yeah, so that's that. And just a side note, I still have not heard from Lisa, Mini-Me in Tennessee and Hot Southern Mess. She runs both channels. She has not been on her channel. Although the Mini-Me in Tennessee channel, I did notice there were a lot of very crude comments, particularly coming from, I think, the same person. They have different screen names. And I mean, there's nothing we can do about the comments because they're not on our YouTube channel, or I would have deleted them myself. But I'm just really hoping that that's not why Lisa's staying away, that she didn't get depressed because of this jerk face who is like swearing and calling her all kinds of names and kind of really just being a troll about gastric bypass and how, you know, it's the easy way out and yada yada. But I still haven't heard from her. I have sent messages. So please, guys, reach out to her, blow up her channel, let her know that we love her. And if she's, you know, depressed or having a hard time or something's happening in the family, we are there for her. And I just really want her to know that. And so if you guys hear from her anything, please send her my love, and I am praying for her. Until next time, I'll see you later.